Now this totara is going to be planted by my grave. Hopefully it'll be a lot bigger by the time I need it planted. It's completing the cycle. Natural burial, my body will decompose and feed the tree, and it's all part of the nature's cycle. That's good. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. If we depend on everything coming from the supermarket for our food, that's a huge carbon footprint. And we're in charge of that. We're in charge of what we eat and where we get it from. There's a concerted effort by multinationals to control the seed supply. Monsanto and others buying up all the seed companies and seed growers and so on, because if they control the seed supply, they control our lives. I want to encourage people to grow some of their own food or be very conscious consumers when they do go buying their food. We do need to change individual behaviour, but that's not enough on its own. Big systems have to change also as well. We need local government and central government to do the right thing, but they don't have the courage to do that if they don't feel the support from beneath. So that individual change and pressure is really important. That's, oh yeah, it's a good weight. That's great. I moved here at the beginning of 2018. It's just a tiny 400 square metres, but it provides me with everything I need in terms of fruit and veg.
Is there any grass on the property?
No, not a blade of grass. I had a 1/4 acre further south in town. We bought that property, it was just a bare paddock. The idea was that for 2 years we cropped the whole section and we sold those, and that helped to pay the rates for the 2 years before we built the house. We lived there for 62 years before my husband passed away in 2014. And so there's a lot of memories, but guess what? I've still got those memories, even though I've moved. So this is a book about me, and it's called Good For You, Helen Dew, because what's my name?
Helen.
Helen Dew. And now, what does that look like?
Sun.
The sun, that's right. I've seen lots of sun coming and going. How old do you think I am?
Mine. 100.
Older than
Nearly 100. I'm 85. Wow. So that's pretty old. I am by nature very frugal. I am a child of the post-depression time. I was born in 1937, and I just abhor waste of any kind. And I'm catching the shower water in a bucket, in a big basin. And then I take that out and water my flowers.
Yeah.
And it saves water. Good. So that was nice, wasn't it? When I emptied the ashes out earlier, I prepared the next batch of biochar. So this is basically 2 cans It's stuffed full of this kind of material. So there's dried up, they have to be perfectly dry. So it's pumpkin seeds and orange peel, all broken up. Any dry material like that, you could use little chips of wood too. I'll just uncap this with care. And you can see what I've got in there, bits and pieces there. Put 2 of those in at the end of the day, and then by morning I've got biochar. So this is just all spent seeds, and you can even see the shape of them there. Biochar is a sort of a soil amendment. It's good for aerating the soil because it's very porous. It's a bit like a sponge, and so it holds a lot of nutrient. I put mine through my compost. Right, so slugs, here we come. Here's one. See the little critter? I'm just going to ring my neighbour. We have a neighbourhood support system in the area, and so she's my buddy, and we just do a quick call to each other in the mornings to make sure we're still upright.
Good morning, Helen.
Oh, good morning. How are you today?
How are you today?
Look, I'm fine, and you are too?
I'm fine, yeah.
I think the money system could prove to be a problem. We have booms and bust, boom and bust. We seem to do the same thing over again and expect a different result. That needs to be redesigned, and that's a big ask, and it's also not going to be easily achieved.
So, you all ready for your meeting tonight?
Pretty well. We've got about 10 people coming, I think. Yeah, it's quite a nice little group. In 2003, I was introduced to a German woman called Margaret Kennedy, and she was touring New Zealand talking about this very issue. She really inspired me, and I thought, now I know what I want to do with my life. I was part of a group that formed Living Economies, and so that's a body that researches and promotes local currency systems that work for the community, designed by the community and managed by the community. You've got to have good relationships that, where we have trust and confidence in one another. So let's have a look then at what a savings pool is. Half your payment goes into paying back your loan, and the other half... I had COVID and a heart attack, both at the same time, and the medical people don't really know which came first, but anyway, I was pretty sick, and so I was in hospital, and obviously I survived. COVID affects different people in different ways. For me, I went into the deepest depression imaginable. I just wanted to leave this world, and I really was planning to do that. Fortune stepped in, and I had a visitor and another visitor and so forth, and I ended up with family taking care of me for a couple of weeks, and also got onto medication, antidepressants. So that really worked. Just towards the end of that fortnight of rest and recreation, I woke one night with a poem that I had to write down. I simply had to. The poem was just demanding that it be written. And I addressed it to a lovely friend that I have in Germany. Matilda, my friend and soulmate, to you I reach from hell's deep, dark well. Make haste to my aid. Bring your spade. Together, we'll build castles on summer's warm beach. And I just imagined us as two carefree little kids, and not a care in the world. And it was from that point that I found myself on the way out of the depression. I'm going to have a natural burial. We have a natural burial park in Carterton because I lobbied council persistently until we got one. I'm ready to go when I get called. If I fall over in the garden or whatever, then that's, I don't get too worried about protecting myself against, the possibility that I might die. Actually, I might die one of these days, and I'm ready to go when I need to. And yet, I think I'll be saying to that guy upstairs, just a minute, I've got this to finish and that to finish. I've had a very, very happy and satisfying life, and especially in my later years. Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching this film. If you'd like to help us tell more stories like this one, we'd love for you to join our community over on Patreon. Over there, we share regular behind-the-scenes updates and share exclusive content like unreleased full-length interviews. Any amount, big or small, makes a huge difference and helps enable us to keep telling these stories that we feel so passionate about sharing. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next film.